Welcome to Withdraw Consent. I'm Jack. This is Victor. I had a great story for you.
Okay.
So a week ago today, I find myself for work. I'm in Indianapolis, right?
Okay.
And so I travel and I try to keep up with current events, but my YouTube knows where I'm at,
Sure.
right? And so they'll give me local like solar for your home.
Oh, okay.
They'll give me local political ads, right? So I start seeing this political ad. And it's just, like I'm not even thinking about it. Some guy, I don't know who he is. And I was in my mind, I'm trying to figure out, like, what's your angle? Are you trying to get the Republican out, the Democrat out? His name's John Hostetler,
Okay.
And he's basically the swamp, He voted against term limits for Congress people. He voted in favor of giving themselves a raise, which they do,
Nice.
Often. And often, yeah. And then I'm working, I'm working on editing some videos and stuff, and after work and stuff, and I'm like, wait a second, you're not endorsing anybody though. See, paid for by your opponent, John Schmoomaker. Like I'm fine, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Are you being primaried? Maybe I'm still interested. Are you in a general? I don't know. So I paused it at the end of the video, and I'm not gonna get to see the video again, which is unfortunate because they had references to this stuff, and I was gonna find out like 400. He was in the House. So imagine there's 435, but 433 voted for a raise. And so he's the swamp because he's one of 433 of 435. It's probably like that. I don't know. So I go to the bottom, and so then basically it shows who's paying for it. It's the United Democracy Project. And I'm like, okay, I'm interested. United Democracy Project, peace-loving puppies, right? So I click on that, and it comes up, and it says, John Hostetler hates Israel is the title of the website, right?
Okay.
And then it has a YouTube video showing that he previously was in office.
Oh.
So he was in office from 1995 to 2007 in that exact seat, right?
Okay.
Ousted by a Democrat. And then the different Democrat was elected, who's now retiring.
Oh, okay.
And so there's like a 17-year absence, and they're like, he's coming back to try to run, right? But way back then, when he was in the House, he was one of 9 people who voted not to condemn PLO terrorism. Okay, because it says he hates Israel, and then it shows you a video.
Okay.
And that's the claim they make against him. It's got a big old QR code on the screen. You can scan it. It takes you to the bill that he refused to sign on to, right? And I looked at it, and it's just disgusting. It's just like, and the great people of Israel and our great and enduring alliance stood for eternity. You know what I mean? It's like, It's,
yeah.
I wouldn't sign anything like that either, But, so it's not like he's pro-PLO terrorism,
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, well, what does this guy stand for, They say he's a swamp creature. So I go, so that's the first reference below. You can see that if you want to go to that website with the United Democracy Project.
Okay, so the video you originally saw was the one that said he's part of the swamp.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was your conclusion.
No,
okay,
that's what they said. The 2 claims were because he voted to give Congress more money, which everybody does, and he voted against term limits, which probably everybody does too,
Okay, gotcha.
And then you actually like you click through on the ad, and it says he hates Israel. So that's the first reference below is that. I could not find that advertisement on YouTube itself. So I just have the website that linked to it. It's not even on the website. There's a different movie because now they're talking specifically about Israel. But I did find the ad for John Hostetler's platform, which I linked below, second reference below, right? And if I could just summarize it, which you can watch it for yourself, but he is America first, defeat the radical left and rhinos in D.C., finish the wall, deport illegal immigrants, end foreign aid to Ukraine, help President Donald Trump drain the swamp. Those are his objectives.
Okay.
So
until the end there, he had me.
Yeah, but if he did drain the swamp, that would be great. So that being your stated objective is a positive thing, correct?
Yeah, but Donald Trump's so pro-Israel. Like, what is he going to replace him with? Just a bunch of Israelis?
You probably. Okay, yeah, okay. Anyways, what I'm saying is he's not a swamp creature. He's,
right. It's a misrepresentation, totally.
Right. So I'm like, who pays for this?
AIPAC?
AIPAC pays for it. Okay, good. It's a little more complicated than that because AIPAC gives them the money, but they give it to a group that I've never heard of before. This group is called the RJC, or the Republican Jewish Coalition.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is just for Republicans. I'm going to put a link below to them if you want to go check them out. I perused everything.
Is there a DJC too?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Like they just
I assume there is.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah. So it's a 501c4, right? And It was founded in 1985. It states that it is a political group in the United States that supports Jewish Republicans. Okay, so I would really peruse their website, right? And I found where you can make the donation. Do you want to become a member? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I want to see, Now, you don't click that on AIPAC site because membership's free.
Oh, okay.
They got 3 million members. Now, 3 million people sign up for your newsletter.
Right.
This one, you got to pay.
Oh, okay.
So I want to know, like, what are the conditions of payment here, And basically, they have the highest level of, each level of payment, it tells you what you get with it.
Oh, okay.
So eventually you get invited to the annual conference. You get to meet all the main Jews, the Republican Jews.
Sure.
And then there's an addendum below. It says for the top 2 levels, contact us and we'll tell you what you get for paying that amount. The highest level is called Victory Maker, and it's a one-time payment of $100,000 or $10,000 a month.
Wow.
The Republican Jewish Coalition to buy off politicians for the it's amazing, right? And these people are using AIPAC money to do the ad,
Okay.
So I had really considered like contacting them, and being like, look, I'm in Indiana, I'm a business owner, I'm really disturbed about this guy. I want to know if I give you the 100,000 one time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
can this be directed
make
to
a
this?
fake email and then put the screenshots up there, and I'm like, man, it's just too much work. I got tried to film 5.5 videos today, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm going to put an article. I think it's New York Times up. It's the reference below. It's the last reference. And basically in this article, it says that Mr. Brooks, who's talking about, who's pro-Israel, said Mr. Hostetler's time in Congress reflected an anti-Israel record. He also voiced concerns about a book Mr. Hostetler wrote called Nothing for the Nation, Who Got What Out of Iraq, end quote, which has drawn criticism for using anti-Semitic tropes.
Who got what out of Iraq?
Nothing for the nation,
Okay.
our nation. Who got what out of Iraq? We got nothing. Israel got stuff.
Gotcha.
So that's anti-Semitic tropes.
Oh.
Illegal under HR 6090, which we just covered.
All right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But it's true because we fight wars for Israel in the middle. That's all we've ever done.
Right.
Right? It's like, it's about the oil. It's about, does Israel say we can have the oil or not?
Right.
Depends,
Yeah.
Pretty interesting though, right?
Very.
Just seeing it in practice, like we talked about AIPAC, and now you get to see it. And it's like,
right.
Indiana, wow, it's amazing.
And just their framing of that dude and the video, yeah, really interesting.
Because they're pitching to Republicans.
Right.
So saying he's a swamp monster works great.
They're speaking the right lingo
Right.
to get to them.
They have no evidence that he is a swamp creature because of the 2 things that he did. And see, I wish I had the advertisement itself because it had it in little print below it. It had the exact dates of the votes and the bills and stuff.
Oh,
and I wanted to look them up and bring you the tally, and I would have done the research on that, but I searched YouTube for that. I couldn't find it.
Gotcha. Yeah. They're good at what they do. You got to.
Treason. Yeah. No, they've developed it.
They have.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't control anything.
This guy's America first, right?
Right.
This John Hostetler. And they're like, no.
Right.
Foreign money from a foreign country,
Mm-hmm.
or from people supporting a foreign country. You're American giving that money, and
Right.
you're supporting a foreign country.
Yeah.
I want to know how many pastors have like a AIPAC or a RJC day.
Oh, yeah.
Dump a bunch
How
of-
many have supported them? Probably pretty depressing.
Yeah,
Church
it
people
would
are
be
very misled.
It would be
Yeah.
disgusting. But yeah, not because of the intent of their heart, but because they've been misled. Craig. Okay, that's what I got.
Okay, yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I would never think to dig down there. I so tune out political stuff, like those
Okay.
type of ads, because it's just, I don't know. I feel like everyone's lying
Right.
or partial truths. Or,
Yeah, the ones don't bother me who just say paid for by the opponent. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Okay. That's your
Yeah.
opinion. Fine.
Right. Well, what do you think about this? It's very cool that you went on this little deep dive and just something triggered in your head. That's very interesting. But yes, the real life example of AIPAC and what they do and how they try to manipulate us is very interesting. Do you have any other examples? Just little things like this. We'd love to see kind of how they're...
Yeah, from all parts of the country, I'm sure there's stories
Right.
I'd
Yeah.
like to hear.
Yeah, definitely. I'll leave those and any other comments below, and we'll see you next time.